Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shirani. Today I'm going to show you how I make my meat patties. Okay, let's start with the dough. The first thing you're going to need is 2 1/4 cups of white all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Take a fork and mix that a little bit. Next, you're going to need 1/2 cup of shortening and use a pastry cutter to cut that in. Now, if you don't have a pastry cutter like this, you can just use 2 knives to do that, or you can just even use your hands. You just want the mixture to be crumbly. I love this dough recipe because it's so easy to make, and if you know me, you know I don't like to make anything that's hard to make, so this is right up my alley. And I also use this recipe when I make my Belizean meat pies, so I use it for a lot of things. Okay, next you're going to need 1 beaten egg, and you're just going to mix that in. And the very last thing is 2/3 cup of water, and I'm just using regular tap water. Use your fork and mix that until everything is combined, and then you're going to switch over to your hands. You're going to mix this until everything sticks together, and then you're going to knead it a couple minutes in the bowl. It's going to look a little bit sticky in the beginning, but trust me, it's not sticky at all. Once you mix everything together, you'll see how it comes together. There's no need to add any more flour to it or anything. Just knead for a couple minutes in the bowl, and this doesn't have to be smooth at all, so don't worry about that. Cover with plastic wrap and set it in the refrigerator until you're ready for it. You have to make sure you cover it, otherwise your dough will dry out. Okay, let's work on the filling for the patties. So to my pan set over medium heat, I have 1 pound of ground beef. To that I'm adding 2 cloves of chopped garlic, a 1/4 cup of chopped onion, 1/2 cup of chopped sweet peppers, and this is what I'm using. They're mini sweet peppers, but you can use any kind of sweet pepper you have or bell pepper. It doesn't have to be this one. And I'm adding 1 roma tomato to that I cut up, and this is the size of the tomato I'm using. Give that a stir to mix everything together. Then I'm going to add 1 packet of my favorite Sazón. I love this seasoning. I use it in a lot of my cooking. So if you're interested in it, I'm going to leave it linked below for you. Stir that and let that cook for 20 minutes, and be sure to go back in there and stir it often. If you haven't been following me on Instagram yet, you can do so at Cooking with Shirani. I'm always sharing stuff in my stories over there, so come follow me. I just love the way this looks. I love how the colorful peppers look in it. Oh my goodness, and it smells so good. As you can see, there's a little bit of fat in here, but I'm not going to drain it. I want that because I don't want the meat to be dry. For the ground beef, I'm using the 80-20 blend, just in case you're wondering. Now that this is done, I'm going to turn off the stove, and I'm going to stir in about a 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro. I love the taste of cilantro when you just stir it in at the end. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I know some people don't like it, so if you don't like cilantro, you can just skip this part. Then you're going to remove your pan and set it aside to cool. Okay, let's make up the meat patties, or patties. That's how Belizeans say it. We don't say patties, we say patties. So let's make them up. You're going to take your dough and roll it into a log. And the reason I'm doing this is just so I can cut it into equal pieces. I'm going to cut it in half first because that will be easier for me to eyeball it. So then I'm just going to cut that half into 6 pieces. I am not the best cutter, but I try my best. I mean, I can't even draw a straight line with a ruler. So what I like to do is take the dough and roll it in my hands a little bit, just to have a feel of it, to feel the size I want. And then because I'm not the best cutter, some of them are smaller than some. So the ones that are too big, I pinch off piece and put it on the ones that need it. But if you're a good cutter, you don't have to do this, you know, you'll have them even. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, before I roll each one, I like to flour my rolling pin a little bit. You don't have to worry about the bottom, it's not going to stick to the counter, but just make sure you flour your rolling pin a little bit. So you're just going to roll it a little bit and then pick it up and turn it and then roll it and keep doing that. And you want to roll it to about 5 or 6 inches round. You just want to make sure to roll it even. You don't want some sides to be thicker than some. As you can see, I'm not the best cutter and I'm also not the best roller. It's so hard for me to get this thing round. I was trying to use my fingers to even out that piece. Take 2 spoons of the meat mixture and put that on there. It's going to look like a lot, like you're not going to be able to close it, but you want to put as much as you can on there and close it. Then I'm going to top that with some shredded cheddar cheese, but you can put any kind of melting cheese you like. This is a very important step, you can't skip this. You're going to take some water and put it on the edge of one side of the dough, and this works as a glue. You're going to fold that over and press it down to seal it. Make sure the edges line up and none of the filling is coming out. It's going to want to come out, but just make sure you push it back in there. At first, it's going to feel hard, it's going to feel like you can't do it, but as with anything, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Now you're going to take a fork and press down on the edge to seal it again, so you're double sealing it, and you need to do this part, otherwise it's going to open. All you have to do now is repeat this process 11 more times. For some of them, I put the cheese on the bottom, then put the meat on top, and I feel like it closed better like that, so try it and see which way works better for you. You are going to bake them in a preheated 375 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 25 minutes. When they're done, you just want to put them on a wire rack to cool. So because some of the filling is coming out from this one, we're going to eat this one. I'm just going to break it in half so you can see it. And oh my goodness, I wish you could taste it. It's so good. I'm going to put some hot sauce on it because I want it a little bit spicy. So I don't put the pepper in the meat when I cook it because hubby doesn't like to eat a lot of pepper, but I do, so when I eat mine, I put a lot of pepper on there. As you can see, it looks like it doesn't have a lot of meat, but if you remembered, I filled them as much as I could, and I took that 1 pound of meat and divided it into 12. Of course, if you want more meat in there, you can always cook up more meat and put it in there, but for me, it's okay like this, and I love it just the way it is. I love this so much because I love the texture of the dough and the taste of the filling. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It just reminds me of home. Well, I really hope you like this one. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Every thumbs up helps to get my videos out there. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet subscribed, please don't forget to do that. And I'll talk to you in my next one. Take care. Bye.